your shirt in the Facebook group. That was pretty funny. All right, so we got Facebook Live going, so I'm just going to post this in the group. And there we go. We are on Facebook. And let me go ahead and share my screen here. Make sure I got the right one. All right. So welcome out everybody to the ClickFunnels Q&A. Barry has a good question. Not sure how this meeting is structured. It has a few questions. So if you are new, basically there's the option to watch on Facebook Live or to watch in Zoom. And so if you're watching in Zoom, go ahead and add your questions to the chat. If you are on Facebook Live, go ahead and add your questions to the comments on the video. And we'll be getting through those. This is recorded, so Jonathan is asking how to access past replays. So there's some in Facebook and there are some on YouTube. So adding those links to Zoom. Hey Timothy, how you doing? We got Andres, Jodine. I'm gonna add the links to the Facebook chat as well. So 2 links. One's Facebook, one's YouTube. All right. Got a few people here now. Awesome. 55 people in Zoom, 30 people on Facebook. Dylan is from Spokane Valley. Awesome. Good to have you guys. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Alex Roy's on here. Isidro's raising your hand. So you don't need to raise your hand. Just go ahead and add your question to the chat, and I'll be getting to those. Thanks, Willie, for sharing the video. That's awesome. If you guys want to watch on Facebook, you can too, if you're in Zoom. So, man, Joel, you came prepared. You got 10 questions ready to go. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these because they are going to disappear. So let's put that on another monitor here. And let's see. Just got a lot of questions here. Just going through. Go ahead and keep adding your questions, guys. I'm just kind of copying all these questions that are coming in right now. Kevin's coming here from Canada. Let's see, Attilio from Florida. Let's see, hold on. Just trying to get all these questions here just added to a notepad so I can see them. And it really helps that when you number them. That makes it easy to list them out. Let's see, hold on. Karma actually had a question here about stats. So let's get that one in there. Jonathan says he'd love to work at ClickFunnels. You know what? If you are interested in working for ClickFunnels, let me find a link for you here. I got too much on my screen. Let's see. We are currently hiring more tech support. And so if you are interested, let's go to the link here. I've got way too many windows open right now. I need about 3 other monitors. Okay, so I'm going to add the link here. So if you're interested, that should take you to the right page. Yep. So there's the link. Let me add it on Facebook. There's the link if you would like to apply to work at ClickFunnels. Okay, let me see. I love working for ClickFunnels. I've been here for 2.5 years or so, and it's incredible. Let's see. Past Q&A videos. Okay, Barry asks, how do I link my website address to my new ClickFunnels account? So that's a good one. So let me get this one in here. Just listing out all the questions right now, guys. Sorry, it's just taking a little bit. Erica had a question, so I'm gonna get hers. And let's see, a few questions from Joel. Another question from Erica. I'm just making sure I get these in order too. So I'm gonna answer these in the order that you guys added them. Regis here from the Caribbean. Let's see. Man, Joel and Erica, you guys came prepared. You guys had all your questions listed out. That is how you get it done right there. Oh, hold on. I'm just copying them all. Just copy and paste. That's all I'm doing. I don't know why it's not working actually. There we go. Okay, I got Karma's question about stats. Spencer is coming from Bavaria, looking to get clarification on a few things. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat there in Zoom. I'm going to be getting to all the Facebook questions here too. Trent from London, Tim from Dublin. Han is asking, is it easier in Facebook page? I'm not sure. Oh, you're talking about the video. No, not necessarily. Lady B. Gordon from Bellevue, Washington. Jonathan, is there an advanced Q&A? You know, there isn't. That's not a bad idea. So I started doing, you know, I'm not sharing my screen yet, so I'm just gonna turn my video back on. You guys can see me. So don't really have an advanced Q&A, but that's not a bad idea. I started doing, Tuesday was for funnels, Wednesday was for integrations, and Thursday was for Actionetics, but that kind of started all blending together. So, you know, James is asking how to get to Zoom. Let me get that link for you if you're on Facebook and you want to go to Zoom. I will get to all the questions on Facebook as well. Well, hopefully all of them. Let's see. Webinar. Maybe get the link for this one. Oh, where's the join link? That's all right. You know what you can do if you're on Facebook. Here's the direct Zoom link, and that should get you there. Isidro's asking, is ClickStart still available? Yes, it is. If you're interested in ClickStart, hey Jesse, how you doing? There's a link for ClickStart if you are interested in ClickStart. Added that to Facebook and to Zoom. Spencer's asking about setting up a blog through ClickFunnels. So that's not really ClickFunnels isn't really meant for setting up blogs. Honestly, the best way to go is set it up through WordPress. Then you can kind of link the the funnel together and link it to your blog with the WordPress plugin. Man, you guys got a ton of questions today. This is awesome. Clark is saying, can't find the Q&A replays between 4:4 and 5:2. Those would be on Facebook, Clark. That's let me get you that link. I may not have added them to YouTube. Let's see. Linda's got a good question. Okay, so we got a couple people asking what ClickStart is. ClickStart is our one-on-one training program that we offer, where you get one-on-one sessions with a coach to help you get your funnel set up. Spencer is asking about tips on webinar hosting, so I'm going to add that to the list. And all right, we got a lot of good questions here. Just getting them kind of organized, and then here's the link again for ClickStart if you need it. Actually, on Facebook, I'll pin this to the top here. Eric is asking, how much does ClickStart? So there's a couple of different packages, but ClickStart will start at $29.97, $2,997, and you actually you get that includes, depending on how much you pay there, 6 months or a year of ClickFunnels included. So it's actually a huge value. Alex is asking on Facebook, can you only buy funnel scripts if you subscribe to ClickFunnels? No, anybody can buy funnel scripts. It's actually not linked to your ClickFunnels account. Let's see. Willie is asking, is this really easy enough for me to learn to do? You know what? We actually, when I first started with ClickFunnels, there was a guy, I honestly don't remember his name right now, but I was in support. And there's this guy, we all knew him, and he was probably close to 80 years old, and he had a support question every single day, if not more than one per day, and he learned how to use ClickFunnels. So I figured if he could do it, anybody can, because he just kept asking questions and had patience and put the time into it. So, all right, Katie has a question here. Just making sure I got everybody's questions. Then I am going to start answering them. Let's see. Got a question from Timothy here. Let's see. So Andres is saying would be nice from Puerto Rico to Boise. Actually, our tech support is actually a remote position. So if you are interested in applying, it is a remote position. We actually have quite a few people in Puerto Rico already. So, all right, hold on, getting there. Just copying and pasting all the questions here. So James has a question: how do we use ClickFunnels to create them for others as a business? So I mean, you can set up a funnel to sell your funnel services. We have a certification program as well if you want to learn more about that. If you go to cfcertified.com, there's a webinar there where you can learn about how you can get certified. And so that'd be something to look into. Okay. Robert, yes, there was a guy who was like 80 years old and he was using ClickFunnels. So, will there be a replay? Yeah, the replay will actually be right here on Facebook. I also try to upload these to YouTube. Sometimes I forget. But if you go to just the Facebook URL, then you can get that there. All right, so I'm going to start going through these questions. Otherwise, we'll never get through them. So we had a question here about stats. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And that should be the right screen there. Should be able to see, yep. And this was from Karma, I believe. On my main ClickFunnels dashboard, it shows the profit I've made from the products I sold. But when I go to the actual funnel stats, it isn't showing anything there. Like if no one has purchased anything, what am I missing here? Good question. I'd have to actually look into that to see. I'd recommend reaching out to support, but I'm not sure why. Maybe the date. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. So like if I go into the sales funnel and go to stats, here we go. Maybe the date needs to be adjusted. That might be the case. So I'd look into that. You're saying you modified the dates and nothing shows up still. I am not sure. I would reach out to our support team about that so they can dig into your account. I'm sure it's something, but I really don't know why it wouldn't be showing up there. Let's see. All right, how do I link my website address to my new ClickFunnels account? So this was a question from Barry, and basically, so if you have an existing website, Barry, on an existing domain, you're going to probably need to set up a subdomain, and so that otherwise your website, you can't have two websites on a single domain unless you use the ClickFunnels plugin on WordPress. You can actually add ClickFunnels pages to WordPress there. What is the domain where your website is now, Barry? If you wouldn't mind adding that to the chat. So let's see. Okay, so there's the existing site, and I'm guessing you plan on keeping this one. Oh, it's just registered. Okay, so you don't have an existing site here, it looks like. So really then, what you could do, you go to account, go to custom domains, and I have articles on both of these processes. It's actually the kind of a long process, but there's two articles here. One is custom domain and subdomain setup, and the other is the manual setup, or custom subdomain setup. But you really don't need a subdomain, you need a domain setup. The automatic setup doesn't require you to change your name servers, but honestly, one-in-one is kind of a pain for this method. I've done it before, and it's kind of a pain. Yeah, so ClickFunnels would be your host basically for your pages. You would just have to point your domain to ClickFunnels. So I would recommend going through this process here. So I'll post this link. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to sign up for a free Cloudflare account, and you'll go through this process and you add your domain, and then you go into your one-on-one account and you need to change your name servers to what Cloudflare tells you. After you've done that, you go to your account settings and you add a new domain here. So if you have any questions while you're doing that, reach out to our support team and they can help you out with that. Okay, so there was a question. I accidentally built an OTO page before my order page, which is breaking my funnel. According to support, because the OTO pages need to come after an order page to function. Put a lot of time into this page. How do I recreate it easily? So if we go to funnels, this is what I would do. Let's go here. So I'd open the editor, and this would work for any page. So I'd open the editor, and this is if you need to recreate a page onto a different page type. And then you can come up here and click the save button on a section. So it's the green border. You click save, and then save that as a template. You can give it a name, any name that you want. And you would want to do that for each section on the page. So if you have more than one section, you would save each section. And then you would go to the other page, edit that page. And then when you add a new section, you can go to My Sections and see here I have this main area section that I saved on the other page. And now I have this whole section on the page. So that's how you can do that. So Michelle's asking, what is Cloudflare? Cloudflare is a DNS host, and that's what ClickFunnels uses. So that's what the domain setup goes through, is through Cloudflare. Okay, so I think this was from Joel in a whole list of questions here. He said there's a funnel URL, first page of the funnel URL, and A/B test URLs. The issues are with the last two, and where do I send them to? Because the funnel URL seems to be the ideal choice, but when using WordPress plugin, it grabs the first page of the A/B testing version. So yeah, so when you're promoting your links, you want to use this funnel step URL. You also want to make sure you change the domain on both, though. And so, but this is the URL right here that you want to use. If you're using WordPress, this is for Joel, does it not rotate the split test when you're doing it on WordPress? I'm just curious. Next question. Do I have to create a subdomain for every product or funnel? Because the domain setup, it asked me to pick a root of the URL, which is part of a specific funnel. No, you don't have to, but you can only have one default page for each domain or subdomain. So as far as the A/B testing in WordPress, yeah, it'll only allow you to select one variation. So if you have two variations here, it's not going to allow you to select either of the variations because it's a split test. It's going to allow you to select the funnel step, and it should be rotating between the two variations, even in WordPress. How do I set up a 404 page for all funnels? So when someone mistypes the URL, they don't get the ClickFunnels template page to create a funnel. So there's actually, you can set that up in any funnel, and then just say 404 page. Then go to miscellaneous, and then there's like a 404 template here you could use if you want. And then what you would do is in your domain settings, you would just select that for your domain that you want to use for the 404 page. However, if there is that's what they'll get if they mistype the URL, but if they get a page error, they'll still get a ClickFunnels branded page. How do I create an opt-in funnel for affiliate offers that when they enter the name and email, passes the info as key value pairs to the affiliate landing page? Not sure what you mean there. To like a different system, basically, like trying to pass the email and name into the affiliate system. Is that what you're talking about there, Joel? That may, I'm not certain on that, but that would probably require some custom JavaScript to do that. I've never figured that one out, but I haven't seen that question before. But yeah, I would definitely need some custom JavaScript to do something like that. Yeah, Brian's asking if this is being recorded. Yep, it's on. It's going to be on Facebook, so it is recorded there. You can set the email integration connection via edit page and the automation tab. We're told either one, but if I don't do both, it doesn't work. So yeah, you shouldn't have to do both. So if you have your squeeze page in the edit page option, you can set your integration here. You also have on the automation tab where you can do it here. Now, if you're split testing, when you create a split test, you will need to set it up inside the editor for this one as well. But yeah, you do have more options in the automation tab. So if you add an action, you can add them to a list. You can do an email notification. It can be based on whether someone purchases or doesn't purchase if it's an order page. So there are a few more options there. Let's see. Oh, sharing action funnel. So if you want to share an action funnel, you go to your action funnel in Actionetics. Is there a ClickFunnels PDF user guide? No, there isn't actually, but there is. If you go to docs.clickfunnels.com, that is all the tutorials, unless somebody else has created a PDF. So you go to your action funnel, and then you click this little arrow up here, and that'll give you your share funnel URL. So that's how you can share an action funnel. I know that smart lists pull contacts out of other lists, but I want to segment people as they are coming in via pull down menu where they select options. And then that information is part of their contact info in maybe custom fields. So right now, I can't really think of a way that you could segment those users unless you used a survey element to redirect them to a different page based on their selection. If you use a drop-down menu, that information would get added to their contact info, but it wouldn't segment them into different lists. So if you want to segment to different lists, then use the survey. The survey info should be added to the contact info as well, but you have to it should just, well, actually you shouldn't have to download it. It should show up in the contact profile under additional info. It'll show up here. So you can't manually add that survey info, but it would add it when they complete the survey. So you have to, when you do the survey, let's just add a survey here. So you'd have to also have a form on the page. So you would need, they would have to opt in order to capture that data. So you'd need at least an email address field and a submit button. And then in the survey settings, the outcomes, you would have submit page or hide survey, either one of those. If they hide the survey, then they can submit the form. Or if it submits page, but you'd have to, on submit page, they would have to have input their email address in order for that to work. Yeah, so if you want to run them through a qualification like loan amount, credit score, business type, you could do that, but you would have to have like a separate landing page for each outcome, each potential outcome. So you can add different outcomes, so like if somebody answers one question one way, it would send them to a different page. So if you're going to do that, I would almost even have them opt in first and then go to a survey page. So that way you got their data. But the tricky thing is with the survey, you can either redirect to a different page, or if you submit the form, it doesn't redirect them. So that's kind of the tricky thing there. Where do I go to change the name of tags? So I'm guessing you're referring to the funnel tags or like list tags. So if you go into your funnel, you go into settings, and then you can change the tag right here. You just delete what's in there and then type whatever tag you want, hit enter, and that's where you can change the tag. Yeah, it would create another tag. So basically though, I mean, there really isn't a way to just delete existing group tags. If you have funnels assigned to those group tags, they're going to keep showing up. So how do we set up the affiliate backpack program to a funnel? So since I'm here in this funnel, basically, well, I don't even have the pages. Oh, there it is. I have an affiliate access page and affiliate area page. So I need to rename that. So you have to have an affiliate access page. Why didn't that save? Let me go here instead. There, now it's saved. You have to have an affiliate area and affiliate access page. And then you go to backpack, you go to commission plans, and you would create a commission plan here. And so your commission plan, you give it a name. Make sure you, well, if you only have one, you set it as a default plan. You don't necessarily have to expire commissions. So you create your commission plan, go into the commission plan, and then you can add affiliate types. So if you have different affiliates who you want to pay different commissions to, you can do that. And then you would have to add how much you're going to pay them. So you can do like 25% or $25 fixed. And then once you have that, that commission plan set up, you'd go back to your funnel settings and click enable for backpack and select the commission plan and save those settings. How do we upload images in bulk? So you can do that in the page editor. So if you want to add an image, and go to the image manager, you can select multiple images from your desktop and add them and just drag them to right here. And it'll upload multiple images. And as far as add the SEO elements in the process, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you referring to the images or not sure what you mean by that? Well, see, that is when you add the image, that's the alt text right here. So you would do that for each image. It wouldn't be done in bulk. It's done for the image element and not the image itself. Okay. So we got another question here. Not all my pages in the funnel have the same domain. Support says that more than likely it's the hidden steps in the drop down below the funnel that will also cause an order form to break. I have 3 dozen pages in the other funnel steps drop down. How do I easily delete these or get rid of them so my funnel works? So if you have pages in the other funnel steps and they're not being used in the funnel, it won't break your funnel. It's just the pages here that matter. So it's your order pages that have to be on the same domain. Order, upsell, order confirmation page. Those have to be on the same domain. So if they're in the other funnel steps, you really don't have to worry about them, but you probably will keep getting that error. If you want to delete them, you have to go to each one. And if there's not a template, you would have to select a template. And then after you do that, then you can delete the funnel step. Yeah, there isn't really a way to add captions or descriptions to the images, Joel. Erica's saying I have a download my book button that isn't working. I'm not getting emails from my SendGrid or the receipt. I'd have to look at that one. I don't know right off the top of my head what's going on there. If you post a link, I could take a look at it And then another question, I need to have 3 shipping addresses that go to separate places and they all populate to the same address. That one, I'm not really sure what you're asking there. I'm not sure what you mean. So there was a question about setting up a blog in ClickFunnels. Like I said before, I wouldn't recommend doing that just because ClickFunnels isn't a blog management system. It's going to be a lot easier to be done in WordPress. Even our ClickFunnels blog is built on WordPress. So this is a WordPress site here. You'll notice so it's on a subdomain. So it's blog.clickfunnels.com. Is it possible to sync unsubscribes from ClickFunnels to our database and vice versa? We won't be sending all our emails via ClickFunnels. Use a webhook to get unsubscribes and use post data update ClickFunnels. It's a good question. I'm not sure who asked that one. But that one is, yeah, that's pretty complicated. I'm not sure we pass unsubscribe data through like Zapier or anything like that. There is, so in your SMTP settings, when you set up your SMTP, there is an SMTP webhook, and that's where the unsubscribed data gets sent to. So, or actually, no, that's spam complaints and bounces. So unsubscribes, I don't think actually, I don't know if there's a way to get that data. Linda was asking that, what if I don't have any products or services, what do I do? I would recommend starting out with affiliate promotion. You can promote ClickFunnels as an affiliate, promote the Expert Secrets book. There's a lot of different things that you can promote. Go on ClickBank, find products there. That's what I would recommend doing. Someone was asking for tips on webinar hosting. Not sure if you have any specific questions on that. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that one could go. I'm using Zoom for this one, and it streams to Facebook Live, which is pretty cool. I integrate ClickFunnels with Zoom using Zapier. Okay, so someone else was asking how to add a picture to the order bump. So let me go to a page here. Let's go to the order form. So let's add an order form down here. So if you're using the two-step order form, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to add an image to the order bump right here. You would need to use some custom CSS. If you create your own order form using the various elements, you could have the order bump and then just add an image right above it is one way to do it. So you just have the image and the order bump like that. But other than that, you would need some custom CSS to kind of insert an image in the order bump, maybe even some JavaScript for that. How do you change the color of the progress bar themes? So if I add a progress bar, let's see here. So you can change the background color here, but then if you go to themes, they're all blue. So I think this is actually a bug that I reported. And then if you change it, it's not animated. So what I do, let me actually save this, is go up to the address bar here and delete this v2 underscore, so it just says editor right there, and that takes you to the classic editor. And then, where's my progress bar? There it is. And then you can change this here. Oh, it's not. I guess you know what? You may have to actually add it in the classic editor. So if you add the progress bar, add it in the classic editor. So here's the new one. So let's do like animated here and then change the color. Yeah, there you go. So add the progress bar in the classic editor for now. Carmen's asking, can you add a line break to the text in an order bump? Not that I am aware of, unfortunately. It's kind of just this one field of text. It might be possible with some CSS or some JavaScript, but it's a little bit beyond me. When I add a custom type section on an order form, where does that information go when collected? It would be in the contact profile. So if you go to Actionetics contacts, or if you're in the funnel, you go to contacts, then go to the contact profile, and it would be under additional info. What is the visit number on the dashboard page? So I'm guessing you mean this page here. Well, I don't see, that might not be it, because what did you mean by dashboard page there? There's page views and there's uniques. So I'm not sure what you mean on which dashboard page, because I don't see a visit number, unless it's inside the funnel itself. Let me see. Brian's asking, I don't see any webinar replays listed. Am I missing some? There is a section for replays, but there's also, I'll add these links to Zoom here again. There's some Facebook replays. There's some YouTube replays there. Okay, I was gonna check the stats here. Visits. And I'm not sure what you meant by visits. And honestly, I'm not sure who asked that question because I didn't copy all the names over. Question, can you speak to the pop-ups that are defaults present in or at least some of the funnel page templates? Are they optional? What happens if you don't modify any of the default settings? So on your pop-ups, there's pretty much a pop-up on every page. Katie's asking if the custom field content is not in the contact anywhere is because I didn't have the custom type section filled out. Yes, most likely you have to have a custom type name for it. So pop-ups. If you don't have a pop-up on the page, it's still going to be there. You just want to make sure that it's set to don't show on exit and that you don't have any animation set, time delay or anything like that, and people will never see it. But it's always going to be there on the page. Is there a way to create an alert to let us know when our members have never signed into their members area, never logged in, perhaps 1 to 2 days after sign up? I'm just trying to think of that. I can't think of a way to do that right now. That might be possible in the future, but not right now. Yeah, that's a good question though. I think I'm gonna pass that one along. Terry was referring to the visits. So that is, yeah, so right here, visits, pages, funnels. If you're on the $97 a month plan, you have a limited number of visits, pages, and funnels. If you're on the $297 plan, then it's unlimited, so you don't really need to worry about it. That's basically just like total unique visitors to your funnels across your account. How can I get a link to save in my button? I don't remember who asked that, but if I had to guess, without seeing it, I'm not sure, but if I had to guess, what I think is probably happening is you're probably right-click pasting in the editor. So when you go to your button settings, select go to website URL and use Control V if you're on a PC or Command V on a Mac. So like if I copy this link right here, and if I right click and paste, it actually won't save because there were no keystrokes entered. But if I use Command V on Mac, it will save. So if I had to guess, that's what I am guessing is happening. Last question that I copied here at the beginning, how do I upload videos to membership site pages? So when you set up your membership site, you'll need to upload them to YouTube or Vimeo, and then you add the links. So on each lesson, you'll have a video element, and then you can use YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, Easy Video Suite, or HTML5 video, like if it's hosted on Amazon or something like that. So the video actually doesn't get hosted in ClickFunnels, but you can upload to any one of these and then add it to the video, add the link to the video element. So Joel is asking, do you have the Q&As indexed in any way to know which items were covered in each, so a person doesn't have to watch 50 hours, for example, before finding the answer? Unfortunately, I was doing that at one time. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to go back through, and because basically I have to spend a few hours watching it again and going through each one. And so unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that lately. There are some that do have that, but I don't have that. And a lot of the older ones, honestly, I wouldn't even watch, like anything from like June 2016 or before that, just because things have changed. You know, the interface has changed, new features, different things like that. I would recommend the more recent ones. Sharon had a question. Is there an ETA yet for finishing the maintenance on negative values in Actionetics? I don't know. I'll see if I can follow up on that and get some info there, because I know a lot of people are asking about that. Let's see. Is the classic editor better than the new one? Is a new one in beta? No, the new one is way better. It was in beta, but I think there's still some settings that haven't made it over to the new one yet that maybe just got missed. So I let our engineers know about those. Let's see. If I missed your question, I apologize. I know that there was a lot. Let me see if there's any that I can answer quickly here. Let's see. Lawton was asking, is there a way to have my order form page auto-populate if they have like a Chrome plugin? Yeah, I mean, if they're using like a form, like if they're using a Chrome plugin, it should still work. And also, if somebody opts in on a page and then they go to an order page, their email address and name will auto-populate as well. Does ClickFunnels integrate with Teachable? In order to integrate with Teachable, you would actually need to use Zapier. So like if somebody checked out on your ClickFunnels order form, and then you could use Zapier. So I'm pretty sure Teachable integrates, yeah, so Teachable integrates with Zapier. And so you'd probably use this one here, enroll user in course. So if we did ClickFunnels and Teachable, you would do new contact activity or new purchase, and then enroll user in course, and then that should be a link actually for Bree there. That's how it would work. So, all right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. Carmen's saying when I go to my page, it changes the URL in the browser from what it says it is in my funnel step. Yeah, that is normal. There are some improvements coming there, but basically, so you guys know, this, I'm trying to get this here. So your funnel URL here, this is what you want to link to because it's going to rotate between the split tests. But your actual page URL that shows up in the address bar is going to be right here in these page settings. So there are some improvements coming there. Are there any videos that show how to set up an autoresponder in ClickFunnels? Yeah, it depends on which autoresponder you're using, but or are you doing an autoresponder message inside ClickFunnels? That would be different. All right, I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. Inside ClickFunnels. Oh yeah. So if you, so you would need SMTP. Oh, let me get rid of this jarins here. Karma, can you add line break to the texting order room? Not that I know of, unless you use probably some custom CSS or JavaScript. Okay, so to set up an autoresponder, like to get rid of Aweber, you would basically, you would need to have an SMTP account integrated. So you'd have to use SendGrid or Send13 or something like that. And then in your funnel, let's go back to the funnels. Actually, I'm just going to do this and just go back here. You can, and this is on the $97 account, you can do basic emails, which a lot of people don't know, but you can add a new email. You're not going to get these templates like this, the drag and drop editor. It's just going to be a WYSIWYG text editor, but you can add new emails inside that $97 account. So I hope that makes sense. I think there's a video. If not, that would be a good suggestion for a video. But really, you just add your email here. You can set the delay, and it's based on when they opt in on the funnel. So you can set up. I've seen people have an entire autoresponder. If you have the 297 package, yeah, you would do that with Actionetics. So you would add them to a list from the funnel, and then have an action funnel in Actionetics. So if you look up Actionetics in the support docs, there's a lot of stuff about that. But I got to run. There's another webinar starting at 3, so I am going to call this one so that Ben can do his webinar. And Thursday was supposed to be Actionetics only, but you know what? Everyone comes on and asks all their questions, and so maybe I just need to do webinars all day or something, I guess. I don't know. That'd be fun. I'd probably lose my voice. But anyway, thanks for coming out, guys. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time. So have a good one.